Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's talk about individuality. Are you an individual? I bet every single person out there confidently said yes. What makes an individual? What makes us individuals? Is it the choices that we make? Or is it the creations that we're responsible for, the stuff that we create? I think it's the latter. I think a lot of people get the two confused. I think a lot of people are lost in believing that their individuality is in their self-expression. But I owned a retail clothing store for a few years, and I know how people shop. And you guys all buy the same stuff. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm not tricking you into buying it. You guys want the same crap. I mean, you think you're individuals. You're really not. It doesn't matter what genre you're talking about. Punk rockers, metalheads, preppies. Doesn't matter what genre. You guys all want the same stuff at the same time. Even shop at the same time. I'd sit around all day in that store with fucking twiddling my thumbs, bored as fuck, listening to the stupid music that we're playing through the computer. And then all of a sudden, tons of people would come in. They don't know each other. It's not a flash mob. It's just people shop at the same times. I don't know why. I'm sure somebody's done a study on it. Random people that don't know each other, that live in your town, are all shopping at the same time. Go to the grocery store. It's always busy. It's not always busy. If you work there, you realize it's not always busy. There's long periods of calm and of nothingness at the grocery store. And then all of a sudden, everybody in town has to come to the fucking store at the same time. So many different things are like this. That song that makes you cry. This is my song. I really identify it. It's like it was written about my life. And then you go to the concert and there's 65,000 people and fucking half of them are all singing along just as passionately as you. You look around and everybody else is crying to that song too. It all means something to them too. Are the things that you choose that make you up, that you think are your forms of self-expression? This is who I am. Like, you're creating yourself. You're creating a character of yourself, an avatar. And I'm gonna have this and this and this makes me me. Are they really individualistic? Everybody wears baseball caps. I just like baseball caps. It's my thing. Big Dallas Cowboy fan. I mean, you fill stadiums with people with that Dallas Cowboy hats. Now, how is that something that makes you an individual? Right? I mean, the beliefs also. You have a lot of people who are political activists online. Everybody is nowadays. You ask them, why do you post so much political stuff? And they feel like they have a duty to, because they want to convince others. They're going to save the world. I can't actually go out and make any real change, but this is my form of change. So I'm just going to push my beliefs on the rest of the world. And people like that, usually when I talk to them, they feel like that their particular brand of politics makes them an individual. It's part of their identity, the identity that they're projecting onto the world, their persona. You go to the protests or flip on TV and watch one. There'll be 1 million people there, all with the same politics, all holding the same signs with the same catchphrases fed to them by people like George Soros and, Are we really individuals? I think individuality is not so much our self-expression, because just by the sheer numbers game, laws of averages, whatever you think, you're an individual, you can fill stadiums with people just like you. Tattoos are kind of like that. I've seen motherfuckers with similar tattoos to me all over the place, and I don't know who they are. Separate life story. And these tattoos are what make me an individual. I mean, that's what you think. I think it's the creation, the music that you create, the art that you create, the paintings that you create, the stories that you write, that you tell, the foundations that you create, the families that you create, the businesses that you create. That creation that comes out of your mind, that how you internalize the world and spit it back out in that unique way. That's where that individuality is. We're all filtering the world in a different way, every single person. And that's that individuality. It can be frustrating sometimes for police who are trying to get the story straight on a crime. Cops show up, say there's a shooting at the mall, cops show up. Every single person they talk to, a bunch of people saw it, everybody has a different story, most of them conflicting. This cop is just like, what the fuck? I gotta piece all this together and figure out what the fuck is really real. It's just because everybody internalizes the world in a different way. We all are looking at different things and putting that in through our filter, our collection of understandings and emotional responses, and everything that makes your brain work. And what we spit back out, I think, is that individuality. But individuality can only be measured through tangible creations, I think. So everybody has a talent in something. I like to talk to people. And when I talk to people, I realize that every single person I meet, every person has a talent in something. Every person is an expert in something. It may be something useless. It may be something stupid. Maybe something weird, creepy. Who knows what it is? Maybe something cool. Maybe something brilliant. But everybody's an expert in something. Maybe Japanese anime. I knew a guy who was an expert in Japanese anime. He knew more about that stuff than anybody, period. I knew another guy who was an expert in sports. And what Richard said about sports goes. You Google it, whatever. Richard's right. He's always right. He's an expert in this shit. Not really an expert in anything else. But everybody kind of has that. I find that to be where individuality lies, is in people's passions. Your passion is a form of, that's inspiration. That's where creation comes from. Once you've figured out what makes you an individual, what makes you unique, and it's not your collection of Nikes or your record collection. It's not your persona. It's the things you create. And once you can figure out what those things are, you have a duty to follow those, to pursue those until they kill you. What was that Bukowski quote? Find what you love, become obsessed with it, and let it kill you, or something like that. I wish I could remember it. Bukowski is awesome. It's all just food for thought. I figured we'd talk about individuality and hash it out. I encourage anybody else to chime in. I'm no expert on this stuff, and maybe we can create a dialogue that people can learn and grow from. Thanks for watching.